Morning, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, here on the East Coast. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As you can see, crypto has reversed down, as we've been predicting. We still didn't rule out the inverted head and shoulders because it hasn't been completely invalidated, but I've talked about how Ethereum, what a perfect day to collapse on the day of the merge and to bring the whole market with it. So just a real quick relay. Ethereum, I had 1626 resistance right there, and then the underneath support was way down here at the ascending triangle breakout at 1476, and it came to it absolutely perfectly. I mean, there's nothing else I can even show. I can go to the USDT chart to make it a little clearer. I had 1644 resistance, 1457 downward support when it broke down, and it played absolutely perfectly within. So I may not show these charts all the time, but my numbers are spot on. And when it broke up over 1644, the next level was 1802. Those were the three levels that mattered, and it absolutely played beautifully. I just wish more people would pay attention. We are not in a bull market, ladies and gentlemen. So when things look iffy, you have to play it to the downside. We are in a bear market, and I don't mind being the bearer of bad news and telling the truth. I'm going to tell the truth about the market, not bullshit for views. I'm not going to tell you we're mooning just so I can get 10,000 views a video. I'm going to tell you it's going down, and like on my last video, it was a fucking beautiful rendition, but it's only got about 300 views so far, and it was the one I put in this morning. 300 of the right views, though, and you were able to see this before this happened. I've talked about this for many, many days. I talked about how that came apart. 3326 area, and it was up just a little bit to 33.33 roughly, or 33.37 in this morning's update, because that rising uptrend, that's the 5.5-year trend line. We have two variables here. If we can't break 32.48, or is that where it was, or did I have it a little bit lower than that? See, it moved on me a little bit. We'll just keep it there because that's the downtrend where it just fell, but I feel like I had it a little bit lower than that. Like it was supposed to be at like 32. That's close enough. So this is kind of like we can bounce around. And are we going to come back up and back test 33.41 after a quick drop? That is a head and shoulders playing out. And as I was saying yesterday and this morning and for days, this likely was going to come out and create a right shoulder, and it would come up to the 200-day and then fail. It's exactly what's happened here in the 30-minute time frame. And I talked about earlier this morning how that looked like an M that was going to pull down. I am kicking myself because I went to the store. I rode my bike, as you guys know. I can't see on my left eye, so I stopped driving. My own choice, even though I still have a car. And so I had to ride my bike. It was a total of like 5.2 miles to two different stores. And from the time I left to the time I came back, it broke my dreams. When I left, it was still above the blue line. I should have just put my short in. But now, what I'm looking at is if it comes back and back tests here. That would be an ideal time to put in a short. I'm not saying it's going to come back up there because it looks very bad. But oftentimes, not always, you'll have a back test at some point of this drop point. So we're going to see if this can break the 32.46. If it breaks the 32.46, you've got another clear and decisive short down to 31.33, roughly. That would be your next layer. So this is some breaking news. XRP's reversed down, broke the 5.5-year trend line from April 17th, 2017. And now we're going to be contending with lower lows. And this could absolutely be impending doom. Ethereum's down better than 9% on the day. What are we merging today? We had the merge. Bitcoin's down under 20K. But it does look like it could have put in some weird reversal here. So pay attention to what I'm saying about these retests, because this likely will probably retest 20K again. Unless it gets hardcore rejected here in the shorter time frames, this should get one more retest of about 20K. If not, it could have a very big spike up. But this is the area where it could absolutely have a rebound. It went from the 20,413 resistance up here, and then the support underneath was 19,536. I told you nothing else mattered. It's all a bunch of bullshit in between. And what did it do? It went from 20,413 right down to the 19,536, almost dollar for dollar. And that's how you would have played this pattern appropriately. And if it breaks down to 19,536, then we have an overwhelming area that we have to come back to at about 18,450. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to join Tom's Army, pay that extra support for $9.99 a month. Not only do you get the exclusive content, or the exclusive emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1. If you go down here, you go through the history and whatnot, and then you click Join Tom's Army. First and foremost, that'll get you the Telegram. I have 227 people. We had a new member, and I have a private one for anybody who's in the Telegram who just wants some more talk. In less than a moment, I shared a lot of charts and shared a lot of my opinions about what I thought was going on. But this is why it's critical. It's not just me. There's many, many people in here. So when the market's moving, right on the spot, I can message everybody. I can tell them my thoughts and opinions and yada, yada, yada. Also, if you join Tom's Army, you get the exclusive content. And that's the ISO content that I'm putting out for members only. And wherever you see exclusive content, that was only for the members of Tom's Army. So I'll go up to the minute, TA bare bottom technical analysis. Same thing with IOTA. Had the possibility of 1 cent and yada, yada, yada. You would have been ahead of the breakdown this morning and you would have seen what was coming. Also, if you want to trade XRP like I do, join me over on BitGet. If you're on another exchange where they charge you spot fees, you don't have a KYC on BitGet, or you don't need a VPN in the USA, buy your XRP on BitGet, send it over to your native exchanges. Then you don't have to pay the fees like on Uphold. So if you like Uphold, click this partnered link and end up buying XRP off of BitGet. You don't need to do a KYC, so send money over from another exchange, either your USDC or USDT, send it over, and then buy XRP and then send it over to your native exchange, and you won't have to pay a spot fee. There are 0 spot fees. Don't pay the hundreds or thousands of dollars on Uphold for spot fees. Simply go to BitGet and send it over to Uphold. Hashtag be better, do better. I'm all about being honest and telling you exactly what I do to save money each and every day.